How's it going? I'm ready to go. Are they ready to go?
Oh, I wish I could go play.
No, definitely. I would say that. I think they will.
We had a back against the wall last year, and it won't be so just what you need is on the boards.
Yeah. And I go. Tell her it's 4 minutes. Oh, the whole parent family is here. Look at this. All right. Okay. I didn't even make
Did you want a talker or not?
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this. I got it ready to go.
But other parents did that too, because I was like, you want to put up signs, let's put on.
Yeah,
Hello.
represent.
That's what you do in playoffs.
That's right.
We're all in. Natalie's like rolling her eyes. Like the more parents that do it, it singles me up less.
That's right. Yeah.
Game 2 in the best of 3 series, Metro West trailing by a game, so we have to play today and tomorrow to move on to provincials, and I think we're going to do it. Let's see if they got it today.
22 people watching.
Okay. There's going to be some cowbell today. Oh my God, and tambourines from the school. Yeah. That's great. Oh, and I see there's some bams, like we've got some noisemakers. This is great. All right. Now last weekend, scoreless after regulation. They won in overtime, but it took a few periods of overtime. So it's a close team. So hoping that we come out on top today. That's Ryan, Molly, and Gwyneth starting us off with Noelle and Kira on D. And Bailey behind the post. Well, it went into our end originally. Oh, nice centering pass, but intercepted by Kate Breton there. That's Molly battling behind the net with Gwyneth coming in for support. Kira guarding it in at the blue line. Gwyneth and Molly battling in the corner. Noelle holding it in at the blue line, passing it over to Kira, chips up. She takes it in deep where Molly's waited behind the net. Nice centering pass, just bounced off of Gwyneth's reach. Noelle again driving it into that corner. We're keeping it in the offensive zone. And we have a penalty coming already with a cross check against Kate Breton. As Metro West goes on our first power play here at 14:10 in the first. Depending on where the play is, I'm going to be on one side of you. I'll just go back and forth. All right, Brooklyn at the taking this draw with Em and Isla on her wing. That's Sophie guarding it at the blue line. She just passed it to Isla. It's taken deep. Kate Breton with the breakout. Sophie taking it into the neutral zone for Brooklyn to battle at the boards. Sophie blocked that. It does get dragged into our end. Brooklyn coming in to support. They should be offside, but it doesn't matter. They didn't touch it. They get another attempt to bring it in. Isla Eddy tipping it up here. Or Isla Parrott was waiting, but a Kate Breton person in front of her. She's going to scoop it up now in the neutral zone. But they do get it into our zone. As a few players from each team are going off on a change. Sophie's going to pass it up to, that was Sawyer. I didn't quite see. So we have Sawyer, Kaylee, Natalie on. Kira lost an edge. Oh, actually, it might have been a trip. So we're going on a 5-on-3 with 52 seconds. Wow. The refs are setting the tone early in this game. No shenanigans. Natalie at the draw with Kaylee to her left and Sawyer to her left slightly behind as Noelle and Kira are going to try and guard that blue line to keep this in so we get a strong chance here. Kaylee gets it back to Noelle, who's going to create some space by passing it to Kira. She now sees Natalie. She steps in, under pressure, passes it back. Kira's looking for the chance here as Natalie steps in, takes a shot, it was blocked. Kira over to Noelle. Noelle stretch pass to Natalie with the one-timer, hits the net. Hit that post. Natalie to Kira, Kira this time. Saved by the goalie, loose. Noelle to Kira, to Natalie, to Noelle, but it was intercepted. Natalie ensuring that turnover there at the neutral zone. Gets by Kaylee. She's going to skate it in. Sawyer supporting. Isla steps in. Shot goes wide. Cape Breton's able to ice it. We have 50 seconds on a 5-on-4 here. Page to Isla. Up to Ryan, who gets it to Molly. And now Gwyneth taking it. She's looking for that centering pass, but it gets past Metro West into Cape Breton in the high slot. They ice it. Bailey takes control of it. Gets it to Isla, who passes it up to Ryan. She gets it into the middle of the neutral zone where Gwyneth's waiting. Centering pass to Molly. Molly's stick is tangled up. Our D pinched in, so weren't able to guard the blue line, but Isla got back. And so is Paige there, making sure that there was no shot as they brought it into our end. We are even now. And Bailey with the save. Might have gone wide, she's taking no chances, and we'll see a face-off to her left here. And who's going to take the draw? Looks like probably Brooklyn. Breton's defense get it, take a shot, and we'll see another face-off in the same spot. Okay. This time it met some traffic there. Nobody really has good possession of it yet. Brooklyn passing it to Sophie behind the net. She gets it over to M. As we're looking for that breakout. Cape Breton keep the pressure on in that blind spot corner down there, but that's Sophie coming out with it. She moved toward the back of the net, but she rims it around. And Cape Breton's taking it back to that corner. Andre Ann collects it in front of the net. And now Sophie behind the net. She sees Isla Parrott. It gets out into the neutral zone. It's brought deeper into our zone. And out. Back into the neutral zone. As our girls go for a change, there's Sawyer. Kaylee and Natalie on for forwards. Kira putting pressure on for our defense. Noelle on the other side. Pinning her so Natalie can come in and support. Now everybody's getting pinned and the puck is moving, so they're not blowing it down. Cape Breton coming out with it, shipping it back to their blue line D. Gets sent out to the middle where Natalie was able to get it up to Kaylee. She has some space. Gets it around 1D. In behind the net, Natalie gets it up to Noelle. She drives it in behind the net on the other side. Kaylee takes it back to the D, where Kira is able to get it to Noelle. Noelle again, trying to drive it to the net. It gets blocked. Natalie gets it to the high slot where there's a forward waiting there. From the other team, they bring it into the neutral zone. They're going for a change, so they drive it in deep where we have a little bit of time. But if we capitalize on that time, we can break it out. We do get into the neutral zone onto a Cape Breton stick. So they're just going to bring it back in. Our girls get a little tied up with each other, creating an opportunity for Cape Breton to get control of the puck, but not in front of the net, only shots landing on the back side of that net. Noelle's going to attempt to win that puck. She sure does, chipping it up to Gwen. Gets sent back where Kira's going to be. All right, Gwyneth has it. She passes it up to Ryan. She goes wide to get around their defense. She sees Isla, takes a shot, and the goalie saves it. All right, Brooklyn on the dot, along with Isla and M. Isla and Sophie. Sophie takes the shot. Rebound goes wide of Isla, so she has to bring it in, get captured in the neutral zone. She tries to push it forward, goes loose where Brooklyn can collect, but there is a call. Whether it's offside or what, I'm not sure. But we're gonna go for a change. Must be offside. Natalie, Sawyer, and Kaylee coming out where Paige and Andreanne have the defense. Puck goes laterally, it comes into the neutral zone on the center line where Paige is gonna free it up where Andreanne is. She gets it up to Natalie. Natalie's gonna skate it in. She's got tons of traffic, so she's able to bring it out to the corner. And she wins it back to herself, but she passes it out to a Cape Breton player. And she's going to the box for that move. Because she was called on a holding for that and brought the player down when she went down. But she was holding them before she went down. So, there she goes. As Metro West goes on our first penalty kill. We've had a strong penalty kill so far this season, and let's hope this one's no different. As Ryan takes the face-off, Molly to her left, and Noelle and Kira. Oh boy, loose puck, and Ryan makes sure that stays out of the crease. Metro West keeping their box formation, keeping this puck to the outside. Puck goes behind the net. Cape Breton with another shot and a nice save from Bailey. .129 left on the penalty kill. Noelle and Kira stay out. We have Gwyneth out with Sawyer. Gwyneth gets it into the neutral zone. They're offside, and they called it. Can't hear the whistle with all our noisemakers. I was like, aren't they going to call that? That was very blatant, and they did. So it comes out of our end. Sawyer moving that into the neutral zone. Noelle pinching in, pressure at the boards. Gets past her, but Gwyneth's there, supporting. And Kira collecting, going behind the net and icing it beautifully between their knees. Now Noelle and Kira have gone for a change. We see Sophie and Isla. 44 seconds left. Sophie to Isla. Can she get it iced? Yep, there it goes. Good job. 31 seconds. Ryan and Molly back out. Molly knocking it off her stick, and now we have another offside. 16 seconds left. Face off outside of the zone. Cape Breton winning that draw, but it's in the neutral zone, so happy to see that. They are able to bring it in, but Molly's got that pressure on it and they can't get anything done. Oh boy. Okay, Bailey with the save there. Brooklyn comes out, we are even. Ryan's gonna give chase. Now putting on the pressure. Paige collecting in the neutral zone. Move it forward, 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 forward. Come on, move it up. M has it now in the neutral zone. She's gonna go wide. Sent it into the middle where Brooklyn was. Now Brooklyn came over to help. In behind to see Isla Parrott, give a good chase. Cape Breton able to break it out. Paige making a move. She passed it forward. That won't be an icing because Andre Ann touched the puck in the neutral zone, so she takes it up and over. Oh, busyness in front of that net, but they've got it in the corner, chipped it up. And they're gonna drive it into the net with a nice block by Paige. She tried to pass it up to our players, but it's gonna be icing instead. 3:21 left in the first period. We are scoreless. Even strength, both teams. Natalie at the dot here for the face-off with Kaylee and Sawyer. Kira finding it in the corner, gets it to Noelle. She's under pressure, so Kaylee's got it. She passed up to Natalie, but flickered into Cape Breton, but Natalie was able to skate it in. Kaylee has it. She sends it across. Noelle collecting on that blue line, sends it up to Kaylee. Didn't quite reach her. Natalie tried to get it off of her. Now Kira's there, poked it off her stick at the center line. Gets to Noelle. Noelle with the pass over to Natalie. Molly coming on. Gwyneth's on. Natalie's coming out. Ryan will come on. Ryan's got it. She's got a breakaway. And a goal! Woo! And we are leading 1-0. 1:46 left in the first. She took the breakaway and made good on that. Momentum is on our side. Let's keep it up. Chips forward. Busyness at the center line. Over to Sophie. She chips it up where Molly's waiting. Molly drives it in deep. Ryan's going to try and get that. And we got a trip on that one, because as she reached out for the puck with her stick, she got under the player's skates before it reached the puck. So that's a trip, and she'll go to the box for that as Metro West goes on our second penalty kill. Noelle and Kira on D, Brooklyn and M coming out. Brooklyn to take the face-off. Brooklyn won that, it went laterally. Cape Breton with the extra player was able to capitalize on that and gain possession. Their shot goes high. Noelle gaining possession. Can she get it under control and with space to ice? No, not before it gets to their D. They chip it over and around the back. On the penalty kill, we aren't getting sucked into following behind the net, which is good. Keeping it to the outside. Good block. Watch out. High slot. Shot. Wide. Loose puck. An attempt to ice it gets blocked in at the blue line. Now she's going to be able to ice it successfully to that far corner and go for a complete 4-player change as we see Natalie coming out with Gwyneth, Isla, and Sophie. Good back checking from our girls. And Gwyneth has it. She's going to ice it back down. While there's lots of time still left on the penalty kill at 45, we're down to less than 10 seconds in this period. Isla's ensuring that that does not get into our zone with the rest of this period, and that's it. 1-0 for Metro West after one period. We'll come back in the second period with 37 seconds left on that penalty kill. Hi, Jen. All right, refs are calling for the girls. Both sets of coaches are stretching that out. Trying to squeeze as much of ice into these brains as they can. All right. Natalie and Molly on for forwards as Isla Eddy gets control. And Sophie O'Connell's on with her as well. Just tipped into our end. Sophie is able to ice that beautifully. 24 seconds left. Molly putting the pressure on in the offensive zone as the rest of them stay more neutral zone because it's coming back, but with our pressure, they're not able to make an organized send into our zone. Be nice if we could ice it one more time, but you know what? We're going to be even here in a second as Ryan comes in to join. Beautiful block, get it out of the slot. Woo, good block. Isla chips it around. Does it land in neutral zone? Doesn't quite get there. Seeing a lot of traffic. She skates it in. Ryan's wide open again. Look at that. Kate Breton did see that and was able to cover that spot. Sophie gathering it in the corner. She's looking for a pass. She gets around somebody. Gets it around another. She's going to skate it in. Sends it to the other side. Kate Breton skating it out. Kira angling her, keeping her onto the short side here. That's not a penalty! Oh, man! That's like, no. God forbid she touched her and she fell down.
U9, that's a penalty.
What's that?
So maybe at U9, that's a penalty.
I don't even think they call those. I don't know if you've seen U9 hockey lately. There's a lot of hashing and slashing and tripping. But that's, wow. Okay, here we are on another penalty kill. Sawyer taking the draw. Good save by Bailey. They're coming in for the rebound. She saves that too. And Paige is going to drive it in for the icing. Sawyer and Gwen is out on forward as Noelle and Paige are holding up the D. Cape Breton waiting, they're setting it up. Allows us to set up two. Good block by Sawyer. Paige is ripping that around. Didn't quite ice it, but cleared the zone. As Sawyer put that pressure on. Noelle got her stick on that. Shot was deflected above Bailey. Another deflection above Bailey. That was a high stick. That'll be called off. Called down, I mean. I think the face off, they're taking it out. Okay. Yeah. Good. 55 seconds left on the penalty kill. Molly and Ryan come out along with Isla. And I think that might be Sophie. Yep, that's Sophie. Isla's getting her stick on that, trying to ice it. It gets it out of our zone, not down the length of the ice, but killing time nonetheless. Molly got in the way of that one. And now she's able to ice it. And we're at 30 seconds left in this PK. Oh boy, get in front of her. Okay. Sophie and Isla have it. Isla's gonna ice it! Woo! With 5 seconds left and a bunch of girls going for a change. We're now at even strength. Okay, Kaylee finds that puck, frees it up. Seeing too much traffic by Cape Breton. Cape Breton goalie covers it up. Natalie, Kaylee, Kira, Paige, and Sawyer all out with Bailey. Gets it to Kaylee. Sawyer gets tied up. Natalie moves it back to the point. Paige deked it around. Good back check by Natalie and Kaylee. They're trying to get it to Sawyer, but player O'Keefe there from Cape Breton was able to get in their way. Sawyer now seems to traffic. She's got to go wide to the far side. She drives it in deep and goes for a change along with Natalie. Kaylee's chasing behind the net. Brooklyn meets it on the boards. Oh boy. Oh boy, don't let that breakaway happen. Noelle's there. Isla Parrott there battling on the short side here in the blind spot by the boards. Parrott drove it in deep. Brooklyn got her stick on it, but Cape Breton gets possession in neutral zone, bringing it into our end. Okay. And with it there, she takes it in deep. Shot on net, forcing a face-off in the zone. Ryan's lining up for this face-off. Molly and Gwyneth there. Got to Gwyneth, but she was so close to the net, she was just trying to get a control of it. But Cape Breton's able to bring it out. Noelle's going to take it in deep from the center line, so no icing there as Molly gives chase behind the net. Noelle pinching in yet again. Loose puck into the corner. They wait waved icing off, even though I didn't think Noelle touched it. It went right near, went close enough near her, I guess they thought she should stop it. Gwyneth up to Kaylee. Ryan gets it to Gwen where there's a little more space. Can she get a shot off? Darn it, the Cape Breton team pulled it off of her. She's on a rush. Isla angled her out to the side. Bounced into the middle. Luckily, they weren't ready for it either. At the blue line, Kaylee tried to get in front of it. Isla's got it. Up to Gwyneth, tips it up to Kaylee. And that's a trip, so we'll be going on the power play soon. Yeah. All right, at 8:04 left, Metro West is going on the power play. Natalie taking the draw here with Molly and Sawyer. Paige and Kira on D. They were able to ice it. There's pressure, so Paige has got to hustle down to make sure that they don't get any opportunities here. She passes it over to Kira, who's going to skate it out. Trying to find some space for herself. Sawyer. Malloy is wide open. She gets it. Moving it forward. Kira with it in the neutral zone to Paige. Then up to Natalie. Natalie skates it in. She's got some pressure. Couldn't quite get it to Kira as she was hoping. 1:18 left. Okay, bring it in, set it up, or just shoot. Goalie deflected it up and out of play, so we'll see a face-off in the offensive zone. And we get a 5-player change with 1:08 left in the power play. We're in the second half of the game now with 7:12 left. Although maybe not, we do a third period 20 minutes actually, so they're not 3:15s, but second half of this period for sure. Okay, Noelle collects in the neutral zone so we can get back on side. Cape Breton covering us well, not giving us much space here to set anything up. As Isla Parrott gets it back up to Noelle, but it gets by her. Em's got a battle at the boards there. There's 2 of them, but we're on the power play, so Isla Parrott joined her. And now Brooklyn's coming in to help. Oh. And again, because we were all pulled in there, when it got freed up into the front of the net, we weren't in a position to take that shot. And Bailey with the save. And got a little snow in her face as that Cape Breton player was coming in hot to chase. .28 seconds left on the power play. We're gonna have to take the face off in our end. Brian's doing that for us. Everybody goes down. She's able to pass it over to Noelle from her knees. Gwen is skating in the neutral zone, hoping for a stretch pass. Instead, we're going to get an icing, but no, we beat the other player. They should be waving that off. She beat them. What's that? I thought if you beat their D, you get to wave it off. Should be in the middle. I'm not the ref, but Corey's laughing at me. Say you agree at least. Paige up to Ryan. She's going to skate it in. Gwen is trying a centering pass. Too much traffic. Cape Breton with the turnover at the blue line. They drive it in deep. Kira takes it back to Paige. Over to Gwyneth, who has some space over on the side. She's waiting who she can pass it to. Kira drives it in deep from our bench, so it's a good opportunity for a change. All 5 players going for change. Kaylee there on this side, able to take the stick off the player of the Cape Breton team. Natalie has it, waiting for the players to go onside. She's going to take it back to the point. Andreanne gets it back up to Natalie. Pivots, looking for some space. Out to the middle, but Cape Breton was waiting for that one. They take it in deep. Isla and her get there around the same time. They tried to pass it in front. Andreanne takes it to the side. Kaylee up to Sawyer. Sawyer taking it in deep. Goes behind the net. Forwards and D all go for a change. Isla put pressure on. They had to offload it to another player. They take a shot. Bailey's got that. Come on, girls, hot on that puck. High shot from the blue line. Player fanned on it. Brooklyn's opportunity to get this breakout. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, here behind the net. Brooklyn coming in to help. Back to Kira, back up where Isla Parrott's waiting on the boards. At least it's out of our end, where M is putting pressure on at their blue line. They bring it to the center and able to dump it in deep so they can go for a change. Noelle with it. Kira supporting as they leave it behind. Oh boy. Puck's flying. Okay. Brooklyn skating it in. Sophie taking it in deep. Ryan now with pressure behind the net. Sophie steps in. Isla there on the other corner. No, no! Oh my goodness, loose puck. Luckily, did not get beyond Bailey as she stretched out to save that, but girls, let's clear this end. Okay, in the neutral zone, Molly picks it up, goes to skate it in. These pucks are getting left behind. Gwyneth on a backhand, flutters above. And now, Paige takes a shot, goes wide and behind the net. Gwyneth getting tied up. Ryan in to support. Got 4 players back there. Who's gonna come out with this? Cape Breton does. Natalie at the boards comes out with it. She's behind the net, pivots as she was under pressure, gets it over to Andreanne. Andreanne rims it around. They collect at the blue line. Shot, Bailey saves it. We're going to see a face-off with 1:07 left. Kaylee and Sawyer come out to join Natalie, and the D change as well, so we see Kira and Noelle come out. 1:07 left in this period. Shot from the point, deflected, goes wide. Kaylee there with the stick on it gets put into the neutral zone where she's going to chase it forward. She gets pinned a little. Sawyer's coming in behind for support. Natalie in the open space, hoping to see it come free. Now she's going in to help as Kaylee comes out. Taken out to where Kira is. Kira's going to pass it up to Kaylee. The Cape Breton player trying to push Sawyer into the zone to make them offside. That was clever, but she was strong on her feet and didn't let that happen. 30 seconds left. A race for it as Noelle has it in our end on the boards. She keeps chipping it forward. This time Natalie trying to chip it forward. It didn't quite leave the zone, it stayed on the line. Now Sawyer coming in to help from the other side. 9 seconds left. That's not offside, I guess not, but either way, keep it off their sticks, girls. And we're good. That's the end of the period. They get to rest and nourish.
All good.
All right, comes into our end. Oops. Bang, bang. Gwyneth to Noelle. Gwyneth again in the neutral zone. Molly picks that up. Skating it in. Gwyneth picking it up behind her. Goes around where Ryan's waiting. They're all anticipating the move really well. Isla sends it up. Deep for Molly to chase into the corner as it rims around a little quicker than she was expecting. Nice centering pass. Unfortunately, we weren't there. Looks like Ryan went for a change. Natalie came on. Now Kaylee and Sawyer are out. Sophie takes it to Isla. She does a stretch pass up to Sawyer, gets beyond her stick, although it touched it. Kate Breton was able to get control. Kaylee really hard on the back check here, trying to get control of that puck. Natalie picking it up. She goes behind the net. She battles it forward up to where Sawyer's waiting on the boards. Pass back to the blue line. No pressure from my girls here, but it gets chipped and Kaylee's gonna try to chip that, but Kate Breton's still with it. They're gonna pivot and try and shoot, but Isla's like, no, get it out of here. Back behind our net again, Andre Ann. Going for a skate. Bringing it in. Gets poked off her stick. Paige is the D that joined her. Isla Parrott's covering her defense. Now she's going to rush back for that. She's back into position as Kate Breton comes back in. Oh, Kate Breton with a lovely centering pass that they couldn't capitalize on. It goes behind the net. Another centering pass. Their D pinch in. Shoot it in. Bailey has a loose puck, and oh my God, they had about 3 chances there. Into the neutral zone as it floats into the offensive zone. Em and Isla Parrott with it there. Ryan now with control of it. She goes for a skate. She sees traffic as our girls are gone for a change, so Kate Breton was able to get on that. And their goalie not letting that down for a rebound. 16:52. We're up 1-0 after that breakaway goal by Ryan.
What?
All right, Metro West getting it in deep where Gwyneth's waiting behind the net. Beautiful second pass! Woo! What a play! Beautiful. Put it in front of the net, and Molly sinks that one for a 2-goal lead in the third period. Natalie taking this face off with Kaylee and Sawyer. She moves it forward. Sawyer picking it up, skates it in. She's got Kaylee. Another nice centering pass. Gets caught in a skate and Natalie almost had a goal. Isla to Sophie, back to Isla. She's going to drive it in, goes behind the net. Natalie taps it back to Sophie. Sophie's going to drive it in, goes wide. Isla now pinching in. Natalie on the back check and Sophie in front means for no shot. Sophie going in behind the net. as she's getting chased by that Cape Breton player. So she gets it up to Kaylee. Sophie's going to chip it up to Sawyer into the neutral zone as Cape Breton drives it in deep from the center line. Noelle with a stretch pass up to Kaylee, but Kaylee skated away from it. She didn't see that coming, I don't think. And Cape Breton's able to bring it in. Blocked shot. Gwyneth with a bit of a rush here. Takes it wide. Pass to Ryan. And a great shot. Andrea with a nice centering pass up to Molly. Couldn't quite connect. The yelling is all energy and competition against these noisemakers. A little bit of energy and a little bit of necessity or you guys wouldn't hear, but wow, what excellent pressure there from our team. Let's keep the momentum on our side as Brooklyn wins that. Back to Kira, over to Noelle. She drives it to the net, and Brooklyn wins the rebound! Woo! West Force has a 3-goal lead with 14:33 left in this game. Natalie at the face-off. Sawyer putting pressure in the offensive zone. Comes out. Noelle's feeling pressure in our zone. She chips it up to Sawyer. Gets left behind, but she gets a second chance at it. Forcing Cape Breton to take it onto the short side boards here as Natalie's collected it. Passes it up to Sawyer. Sawyer had her back to it. She didn't know where it was. And it gets taken in low where Noelle's going to collect behind the net. Pivoting. Kaylee's open, but Noelle's not able to get it to her. Cape Breton was trying to line up a shot, but Natalie pulls it off her stick. She's going to skate it in. And that's not a check, okay. But yeah, Kira's was. I don't get it. All right. Battle on the short side boards here with Sophie and Kaylee. Kaylee falling down on, Sophie falling down on it. Into the neutral zone, Sawyer's able to see some space, and they want to go for a change, so she takes it in deep. And both teams are going for a change, so allow for a little breather. Nice stretch pass by Cape Breton, but our girls are not giving her space for a quality shot. There was a shot there. Gwyneth with a good block again. Brian put pressure, making them offload behind the net where Isla gets it to Sophie. Chips it up to Molly, passes it to Ryan, gets caught between her skates. So Cape Breton taps it laterally. Oh boy. Shot goes wide from Cape Breton. Cape Breton taps it back to their blue line. They take it in, and Bailey's going to get control of that. .12:35 left. Metro West up 3-0 in this must-win game in order to tie the series. 1-1, best of 3. Gets to move on to provincials at the end of the month in the Valley. All right. Paige moved it up to Isla. Tried to take it over to the middle, intercepted by a Cape Breton player. So she passes it over to Andreanne. Chips it up to M. M's gonna bring it into the zone. M's got it on her stick. Oh, it crossed the line! It was on the line. It was on the line. They couldn't see it cross. Inches. It was touching that line, but I got ahead of myself. I said cross the line. It was on the line. There's no way they could see it cross the line. So close. Cape Breton with it behind the net. Natalie and Sawyer hard on the back check, but Cape Breton's going to be able to skate it into the neutral zone. They're trying to split the D. Our D was having none of it, so it gets driven into the corner. Noelle's able to get it up to Sawyer. Sawyer takes it into the offensive zone. Cape Breton gaining control. They get it out. Kira is able to collect so that we could try and break it out instead of forcing that face off, because Bailey would have covered it, but we would rather, oh boy, shot goes wide. Sawyer chips it around, and that's going to be an icing, so the face-off is happening anyway. Oh wait, are they going to blow it off? Jeez, again. She had the girl beat, and they were like 3 feet away. No waving of the icing here today. So what Kira was trying to prevent is happening. It just a lot of plays in between as we come for a face-off in our end with Ryan taking that draw. Cape Breton winning it back to their D. They take a shot from the point. We're going to see another face-off in the exact same spot. Are you reading this? Or is that Aaron? No, because I was like, my husband's reading that. I bet it's his book.
Yeah, he put it there.
Oh boy, shot goes wide. Molly at the boards, goes deep. Sophie's there in the corner. She taps it over to Isla, gets past her, but Gwyneth's on the other side, and Ryan in to support. This time Isla's chipping it forward. It keeps getting chipped, but not out of our zone. Gwyneth and Ryan really battling for it. Pinch in, Sophie, that's it. Reach, Molly. Oh, Cape Breton's just got the luck on those ones. Isla's skating it in. Sophie went for a change, so Andre Ann's coming in. Move the puck. Move it. Okay, she's going to shoot. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that was close. Okay, Isla gets it to Andre Ann. And that'll be an icing. Back to Cape Breton zone with 9:47 left. Okay. Woo! Metro West able to keep it in the zone and battling for it. Andre Ann at the blue line gets past her, but she's hard on the back check. She's not letting any shots come off as it goes into the corner. To the other side, back to her. M's going to be there, so no shot from the blue line. They have to rim it up the boards. A little bit of a blind spot here. Okay, Cape Breton with it in the corner. M coming in to help Brooklyn, who was pulled down there. And Andre Ann from behind. Andre Ann has it, but she couldn't see it between her feet. Gets up to Isla Parrott. Skate, girl, skate. Yes, gets into neutral zone. I think she could have touched it there because we only have 5 on, but they didn't want to take any chances on a too many men penalty. Natalie's going to skate that in. She's looking to her left, seeing Kaylee there. She has traffic on her at the boards, so not able to get the pass off. Noelle takes it to Kira. Kira winding up for a slap shot, goes above the net. Natalie has it on her stick here on short side. Gets poked off. Noelle is getting that off her stick, hoping, yes, and Sawyer taps it forward. Oh, and we're going to go for a tripping penalty now. All right, 7:53 left as Metro West goes on another penalty kill with Sawyer going in the box on a tripping penalty. They're really been hard on the back check, so some sticks are getting into some skates. Luckily, knock wood, we've had a strong PK so far with hopefully another one to go. Okay, Ryan and Molly on forward. Isla and Sophie on D with Bailey there tapping those posts, and she holds it. And Sophie's like, don't you even think about looking for a drop from Bailey as she holds her away. Okay, face-off comes to the short side here. Cape Breton winning that but losing possession as Ryan's just going to skate it in. Sophie's tried to ice it, hit someone's shin pad. So Isla finished that for her. There's a quarter of the penalty gone. Sophie taking it back in. I don't understand the offside call since we didn't actually touch it. But okay. Do you know what an offside is? Okay, just checking. All right, Natalie on the draw there with Gwyneth. Natalie taps it back to Kira. Tried to get it back to Natalie. She's able to keep that. She took a shot, goes wide. Took another shot. This time she trades with Gwyneth, who's going to play a little more offensively. As we're on the penalty kill, only one of us should really go in. This time it's Gwyneth again. Natalie's coming into support from afar. Again, on the penalty kill, you don't want to get sucked in on those kind of plays because if they win it out, they're going to have too many on us. But now we have a 2-on-2, which is the best we can hope for on a penalty kill. 44 seconds left of it. And now we go into our box formation as they join our end, and they do score top corner. That was a nice goal. .6:30 left, the game is 3-1. Cape Breton's feeling alive, so we better keep the momentum on our side. With Brooklyn at center, along with Em and Isla. Andre, Ann, and Paige. Brooklyn winning that back to Paige. Gets it over to Andre Ann. Gets it up to Em. She's got traffic. Andre Ann supporting it. Gets it over to Isla. Everybody on this line so far has touched it as it comes deep in their zone. Em with it there, trying to center it. She did, but they weren't right in the middle. Oh my goodness, good shot. Oh wow, great opportunities. And we're going to be going in the box apparently again for poop's sakes. What's the call? An interference. Who's going in? Is it Brooklyn? I don't even know what happened. Yeah, it's Brooklyn going in on an interference. Okay, here we go on the PK yet again. Kelly, take 5 seconds away, please. She's got, there we go. She had it up for 2:05, but just working that clock. Okay. 6 minutes left. Metro West leading by 2, but on another penalty kill. We have to keep this penalty kill scoreless. No, girls. Okay, we see Kaylee and Ryan out. Good poke away from Isla, and Sophie's also out. Ryan there driving it in deep. Defense going for a change. Kira and Noelle coming on. Noelle got in her way there. Lots of space. No! Oh, wow. Good save, Bailey. She saved the first and the rebound. Good job, Bailey. 1:11 left. Okay, Breton is putting a push on. Our girls have to be ready and keep those chances away. Okay, deflected high. Clear that, Kira. Send it down. There she goes. Not all the way as it got blocked there in the neutral zone, but it's out of our end. Good job, Molly. Knocks it off her stick. Okay, that's good. Hard on it, Noelle. Send it away. Okay, that'll work. Okay, Gwyneth with the rush. She's got a breakaway. Oh, good try. Gwyneth just put some hearts and throats there. Okay, Bailey with another save. 20 minutes left in this penalty kill. Okay, Natalie on the draw. It looks like Ryan's joined her with, okay, there's Ryan. She takes it in to the neutral zone. Isla and Sophie on D. Shot goes wide. Natalie gonna meet it on the other side. 5 seconds left. One more chance to ice it, but it's kept in at the blue line. Even, no ice, no ice. Good chip. Good chip. Sawyer's waiting for it. Step in, step in. Yes, good job, Isla. Isla was able to keep it in. It does get knocked out again. We have Andre Ann and Paige. Andre Ann with a great block. 3:34 left. Metro West up by 2. She chips it over to Malloy. Gets it out to the middle of the ice. Natalie gives chase. She's putting good pressure on. They have to offload into the neutral zone. Isla with a good back check there. Chipping it forward. Drop pass to their D. Shot goes wide from the blue line. Paige gets it up to Isla. Isla has a little bit of space, so she's able to get it up to M. M following her own chip into the offensive zone. She's all alone as they go for a change. She tried a centering pass, but her forwards weren't where she thought they'd be as they go for a line change. It's a great play otherwise. And Ryan really trying hard. Oh my goodness. They're really trying to make a play, this Cape Breton team. But this is the kind of pressure we've been waiting for Metro West. Get in front of that. Get in front of it. No shot, girls. Let's go. Okay, Kira's gonna meet her on the other side, up to Gwyneth. Chipping it around. And what are we talking about? Is he saying 6? Too many men? Oh, wow. On their bench. Wow, okay. I didn't even notice, but they were watching. Interesting. All right, with 2:10 to go, leading by 2, Metro West is put in a fine position of being on a power play here for most of the rest of this game, unless we can shorten that power play with the goal. Cape Breton only had 3 outs, so they sent out another. Ryan taking this draw, winning it back to Sophie. She's gonna pass it to Isla. And a goal from the blue line. Oof, that's a hard penalty to get scored on, but you know what? In a must-win situation, I'll take a 3-goal lead with 2 minutes and 1 second to go any day of the week. Let's go. Kaylee's gonna skate it in. Can she get a shot off? They are keeping their sticks on hers, not giving her any space. Ryan and Kaylee, they're battling in to the goalies right there. Okay, Breton trying to come out with it. Molly almost able to keep it in. It does get by her. Sophie and Isla holding up on a good strong D and not letting them get any shots off here. Isla up to Ryan. She tried to drive it in deep to go for a change, but she didn't realize it hit the chest. So they've got to come quick because they didn't have as much space for that to come back in. Natalie with the battle here. Natalie gets it. Now she's on a bit of a rush. Not quite a breakaway as she has that one player there. Less than a minute left in this game. Kelly hasn't put it up. That's okay. She probably doesn't want to mess anything up. It's not worth it. We know we're winning. It's okay. "29 seconds. Bailey with the deflection up and over. I think our girls are like, we're good. And I'm like, no, get it out of there. Kate Breton had an attempt at a, there we go, we're coming into it. 4, 3, 2,